1, 2, 3, listen.
Welcome to the Brian for Mayor Digital Battle Bus. Welcome to Battle Bus Live. I am Brian Rose, and we are live on the Brian for Mayor Digital Battle Bus. Today, touring the borough of Westminster. I just came by the home of the national government in England, including the Palace of Westminster, number 10 Downing Street, Whitehall, and of course, the Houses of Parliament, where I just stood on the top of my battle bus and I heckled what was going on inside of our two-party system inside the government. Here's a picture of me in action. This was taken literally just minutes ago. I gave an incredible speech on top of the bus, and I really questioned the merits of this two-party system because they do this. They give you an illusion of choice when they roll up these elections every 4 to 5 years, and then they sign off on each other's failures, and nothing changes in this city, and oftentimes nothing changes in this country. And that's why people are so excited for us, because we're an independent voice. We bring fresh ideas. I don't come with a political party I have to check with. I don't come with backroom deals with tens of millions of pounds in corporate donations. I don't have to check with someone before I tell you my truth. And that's the beautiful thing here. And we don't see that happening. All we see now is the current mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, arguing with the previous mayor of London, Boris Johnson, as prime minister. They go back and forth. They blame each other's party, and yet nothing happens in London. No more excuses. That's why I'm running to become your next mayor of London. And it's happening. We have 2 days left until this is going on. On May 6th, it's going to happen. And I need to make sure you cast your vote. And I'm going to be talking about some of those issues today. You must vote on May 6th and exercise your democratic right to choose. This is so important. This is so crucial. And I need you to get out there and make sure you vote. You probably saw this full page ad that dropped in the Metro newspaper today. Check this thing out. There it is. This is us, the London Real Party, finally a party for Londoners. And you can see myself here and the other members of my party that we're fielding as candidates in the Greater London Assembly. We couldn't be more proud to show London and the world our commitment to local politics. And you're going to see these ads everywhere. You're going to see these outdoor ads. And you can see we're committed to London, and we couldn't be more proud of the London Real Party and all the great that we're going to do for London. So thank you so much for tuning in. And again, we couldn't be more proud of the London Real Party and everything that we're doing out there. And it's an exciting time. Today, I want to talk about some really important issues. First, I want to talk about how you need to exercise your democratic right to choose. This is your basic human right. It's a right that many people in the world actually don't have. They don't have the right to choose their leaders in a democracy, and it's something you really have to take hold of and exercise it. So on May 6th, make sure you vote if you are here in London. It's very, very important. We are expecting a low turnout, which means your vote is even more important than normal. A lot of people have left London, and so your vote is going to make a big difference. Also, we need you to choose us as your first choice for the next mayor of London. That's Brian Rose as your first choice. The second choice isn't going to make a difference, really. So we need to be number one on that ballot. And again, I have the surname of Rose, which means I'm alphabetically last. So they're saving the best for last. Down on that ballot, I think it's the bottom right-hand corner. Tick off Brian Rose to be your next mayor for London. It's going to be an incredible, incredible few years. We're going to rebuild the economy. We're going to make our streets safe. And I can't wait to talk about some of the incredible things we're going to do. Every vote for me and every vote for a member of the London Real Party is a vote for our philosophy. It's a vote for ideas for change. It's a vote for our manifesto. And this sends a signal to everyone in the two-party system that, wait a second, these London Real Party people, this Brian Rose guy, they've got some great ideas that maybe we should adopt for our city. And so every vote matters. Make sure you get out. Put it in your calendar right now. Maybe you're going to show up early at the polls at 7:38 a.m. Maybe you're going to go at night at 8 p.m. But make sure you schedule that time, maybe for a lunch break. Get in and exercise your right to vote. And it's so, so very important. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Next day, I just want to be reminding you some of the incredible policies we have. And if you ever see me in person, you know that this document is not far away from me. I keep it in my pocket wherever I go. Some have accused me of sleeping with this at night, and it may or may not be true. This is our manifesto for the future. It's 50 pages of detailed analysis This document has taken us 8 months to prepare, and some very senior figures helped me create these ideas. People from the House of Lords, people from senior members of the Metropolitan Police, senior members of Transport for London, economists, doctors, scientists, entrepreneurs, and real Londoners on the streets. They've said, Brian, my cousin got stabbed last week. What can you do about it? They said, Brian, the government, it's closing me down. I can't open up my pub. What can you do about it? They said, Brian, I can't afford a house in London. What can you do about it? And I came up with these solutions, and they're all detailed here in this document. This is why you need to vote Brian Rose for mayor on May 6th and vote for the London Real Party. It's so important now, and this determines our future. Let's talk about things that have been happening over here at the world headquarters and, of course, Brian for Mayor campaign headquarters. Well, look, we've got 2 days left until this election. We have been out here campaigning for over 6 months. Some of you remember back on October 14th when I announced my plans to become your next mayor of London. We have put in the hard yards. We have driven over 5,000 miles in this beautiful digital battle bus. I've gone to every single borough of London twice. I'm heading back on the third time right now. I've spent time with hundreds, probably over 1,000 Londoners, having conversations and finding out what you're struggling with, what are your challenges, and that's why we currently remain in second place right now to become your next mayor of London. And on May 6th, with your help, we plan on pulling off the biggest upset in British political history, but you've got to get out there and vote. We need this. Make sure your friends and your family also vote. This is the time to share this video right now. Hashtag Brian for Mayor. Tell people, share on your WhatsApp groups and your email groups, everything, what's going on. Make sure you share this ideas and make sure you share what's going on. It's so very, very important. And so what's been happening back at headquarters? Well, I've been doing all sorts of amazing things. I've been in media all over the world. And here's a picture here right now that you can see. I was on San Diego television yesterday. My mom was watching. This is how surreal this whole experience was coming. I gave my mom a shout out on San Diego television. She had to wait 75 years of her life for her son to finally say thank you. And I just want to say thank you to Betty Rose for having me, for putting up with all my nonsense when I was a little punk kid. And I owe so much of this to her because she told me when I was a kid, she said, Brian, you can be anything you want in this world. You just have to dream and you have to put in the work. And she's the one that showed me the world. She took me to Hong Kong. She took me to Japan. She took me to Europe on a European vacation, 20 cities in 20 days, just like the movie with Chevy Chase. And that's when I fell in love with London. That was in 1987, a long time ago. Wow, that's a long time ago, 30-some plus years. And that's why I'm here. I fell in love with the city then, and I'm back, and now I'm back to become your mayor. So if you want to watch that video, you can see it on YouTube. You can see it on Instagram as well. This Sunday, my whole family came on the bus. And so my sons, Damon and Caden, were here. My wife was here. And here's a picture from the back of the bus. We celebrated Orthodox Easter together, and we were breaking some hard-boiled eggs in the back. And it's a tradition my wife brought to us from Bulgaria, and my sons love breaking some eggs. And my son Damon proceeded to fall asleep on the bus, and yet Caden proceeded to touch everything, and he loved the bus. So those are two different reactions. We understand them both, and it was great to have my family here. It's been just an incredible journey on this bus. Again, we've logged over 5,000 miles and spoken with so many people. People love the bus, and it's incredible. It's also an incredible place to stand on top of when you're giving a speech in front of Parliament. We just found out as well. So that's been fun. I've also been doing Instagram lives with incredible people from around the world, celebrities, influencers, former London Real guests. And here's a picture of me doing an Instagram live from last week with supermodel, wellness expert, entrepreneur, Elle Macpherson. She's been a big supporter of ours since last year when we fought up for freedom of speech. We fought for your right to have digital freedom of speech. We continue to fight for that right. And as your next mayor of London, I will fight for freedom of speech and freedom of assembly for all Londoners and all people in the world. And Elle's been a big supporter of us, and we really appreciate her coming on the show. She also had some incredible insights about wellness, about her routines, about both of our struggles with addiction. It was an incredible episode. She's an incredible woman. We appreciate her support. And I've been talking to all sorts of people, world wrestling, people like Diamond Dallas Page, mob bosses like Michael Franzese. I had Red Bull champion breakdancing and future Olympic hopeful Menno Van Gorp. I had bodybuilder Flex Wheeler and entrepreneur Patrick Bet David. I got more people coming up this week as well. So we're super excited to get more people, and they're all really endorsing me to be your next mayor of London. And it's important to show this is a global race. We also got coverage on ABC News. We were featured in the New York Post last week. This is a global race because our ideas can change every city around the world, and we couldn't be more excited as well. We've also got all sorts of other things going out there. All of our digital ads are happening outdoors. We've got them on the Cromwell Road. We've got them on Old Street. We've got them everywhere. Full page ads in the Metro every single day this week heading up to the election. Our brianformayor.london website has been visited over 8.5 million times, shared so many times as well. And we keep hearing the same rumor everywhere we go, from places very high up as well, that says Sadiq Khan is not as popular as the media and the polls say, and Brian Rose is much more popular than everyone is saying. People are expecting a big upset on May 6th, and so are we. But that can only happen if you go out and vote. So make sure you vote, and your friends and family vote Brian for mayor, and we're going to put on an incredible show and an incredible display and take London in a brand new direction. I wanted to share with you one of the incredible video assets my team has been making here. And we like putting out videos of some of the things we do as we've traveled around London. And here's a short video of a trip I made out to Greenwich recently. I saw the Cutty Sark and I spoke with some amazing people on the streets of London. Again, the current mayor of London runs and hides when confronted with citizens of London. I stand and deliver. I will talk to anybody, anywhere, about anything. And this is just a short video of one of my many days out on the road. Here it is. So who am I? Well, I'm a proud Brit with an American accent. I've lived in this city for 21 years. I've been a British citizen for 14 years, and this city has given me everything. It gave me my life back. It gave me my business. It gave me my family. It gave me my purpose. Today is a very important day because I think we face, as this city, really a crossroads. We can go one of two directions. We can go a direction into the future where we have the most incredible city in the world. And this is the least I can do to give something back for everything that's been given to me. And that's just another day for us out on the campaign trail. We have been to so many places in London. Again, over 5,000 miles on the digital battle bus. It's been amazing connecting with Londoners, and real Londoners know that we care, that we're listening, and we're here to serve. Real Londoners have seen this manifesto and they're like, wow, this is amazing, Brian. We see that you care, we've read it, we believe you, and we're with you 100%. So again, on May 6th, come with us. Make sure you get out there and vote. And we've been getting some incredible press everywhere. This is a piece we got in the Evening Standard. They love the breakdancing ex-banker. They talk about my £1 million bid to become your next mayor, and it's true. I'm the only candidate putting his own money on the line because I believe in these ideas and I really care about London. You can see our digital battle bus. You can see my incredible wife, Mariana, always supporting us 100%. And we couldn't be more proud of all of those incredible print assets. More are coming as well. And outdoors, you would have seen us. Of course, you can see this incredible ad that we saw today in the Metro, and you can see it outdoors as well. Here's a picture of me standing in front of one of our many, many ads for the London Real Party and my incredible colleagues that are future members of the Greater London Assembly, and we are going to create change in London. We couldn't be more excited to make this happen. And again, with your vote, we're going to do it. And also, you'll remember all of our other incredible assets, the Brian for Mayor, the Cromwell site, the 100 meters. It's all happening out there, and you're going to see more. If you see the bus, any digital ad, any print ad, post it on your social media and hashtag Brian for Mayor. That's what we want to see out there. And we're super excited. Again, I am in the digital battle bus. It looks something like this. If you haven't seen it, it's an incredible, incredible piece. It's also a great podium, I just realized, to speak from. If you see this, take a picture of this. Our volunteers are with this bus every single day, as am I. We're handing out leaflets. We're having conversations with people because we really want to change the world. And I want to give a shout out to all of our amazing volunteers. They were here today for my speech outside of Parliament. They're there delivering all the time. And if you want to be part of this amazing group, go to brianformayor.london/volunteers. There's still time to hand out leaflets. There's still time to speak with people on the streets. There's still time to share this video right now and tell your friends, hey, you've got to vote for this guy, Brian Rose. That's where it's happening, and we appreciate everyone's support. And finally, I just want to say a big shout out to the London Real Party. This is something we're super proud of. This is an incredible, incredible organization. It looks something like this, and this is finally a party for London. There's never been a party for London before, and it stands for determination, it stands for innovation, perseverance, fortitude, and of course that indomitable spirit. That's what we stand for, and now is the time to make it happen. So again, share all of our assets, use the hashtag Brian for Mayor, and now I want to hear from you. So leave me an answer to your question. If you've never asked me a question before, this is the chance to do it. You can ask me anything you want. First of all, tell me, what borough do you live in? What's your biggest challenge? Or what city do you live in? And what question would you like to ask me when I visit? Next, tell me, have you read our detailed policies and our manifesto for the future? And who do you plan to vote for on May 6th? And lastly, do you think it's time for a change? Be honest with me right now and tell me, is it time we just get an independent voice? Is it time we have some fresh ideas? Is it time that we clean up this two-party system and give someone else a try who can come in here and try to advance these brand new ideas? Again, I can see the future of London. It's bright, it's incredible, but I need your vote to make it happen. So leave me your comments in here below, and I want to talk to you very, very shortly. Let's talk about the first thing that's on my mind right now, and that is this. In just a couple days' time, you will have the chance to change your future. And I think this last year, as the whole world struggled through the lockdown and the pandemic, we realized our leaders, they control so much of our lives. They control our livelihoods, our jobs, our businesses. They control our health, our mental health. They control our freedoms. They control the education of our children. They control literally our future. And now more than ever, it's important to exercise your democratic right to choose. So many countries in this world don't have the right to choose, or they have this illusion of democracy. Us here in the UK, we actually have a functioning democracy, and now is the chance to make sure you go out and vote on May 6th. Again, book your slot right now in your calendar before work, maybe as a lunch break, maybe after work. I would say do it early as possible. Get in there and vote. Again, Brian Rose to be your next mayor of London, the London Real Party for our assembly members. We have a vision for the future, and we couldn't be more excited. Now is the time to make sure you vote. We are expecting a low turnout, which means your vote is even more important than ever. We also need your first choice vote. A second choice vote doesn't help us at all right now, so we need to be your first choice for mayor. And again, this is the time where you can actually affect the future of London, but it all happens in that ballot box. And I've had so many people come up and they say, you know what, Brian, I've never voted before. Or Brian, I was like you. I didn't vote before because I never trusted politicians. I didn't really like the system. You know what? If you've believed in anything we've done over the past 6 months, or even the last 10 years at London Real, if you believed in the way I've fought up for free speech, if you believe in the way that we've charted out these incredible ideas in this manifesto, got to go in there and make sure you exercise your vote. So again, this is the time to do it. Make sure that you vote first for Brian Rose. And again, vote for the London Real Party. This is the time to make it happen. And again, every vote for us sends a message to all of London, to all of the politicians, police on our street, or vote on May 6th. So get out of you. Lend me your questions right now. First of all, tell me, what borough do you live in? What city do you live in? And tell me, what's the question you want to ask me? What's the challenge that you face? Next, tell me, have you read our detailed manifesto for the future? And who do you plan to vote for on May 6th? Go to brianformayor.london/manifesto if you want to find out more. Finally, do you think it's time for a change where we finally break the two-party system, this stranglehold they have on the government, and finally vote for an independent voice, fresh ideas, and vote for Brian Rose to take us in a new direction? That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to go to your answers right now. And again, I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the excitement that's coming out here, and it couldn't make me happier. So many questions and comments coming in here. I'm going to try to get as many as I can. I've got Dangon Nico on Instagram says, love you, man. I got Wallace Stink on Instagram says, good luck, Brian. I got Jack Steeman on Instagram says, Sadiq better not win. It's true, Jack, you better not, and there's one way you can do this. You can fire Sadiq Khan on May 6th by voting for Brian Rose to be your next mayor of London, so make this happen. I got Cabby and Carpenter on Instagram says, how do you plan to close the gap between you and the current mayor? By getting out here and talking about our want to vote for. Archie Hell on Instagram says, Brian, congestionist, and it's going to keep alive the very fabric of London, our small and medium-sized enterprises that make up 98% of this incredible economy. But also in the long term, I want to rethink the congestion charge. It's supposed to be for removing or reducing congestion. It's not supposed to be a revenue generator. I can run TfL at a profit, which means we can get rid of these LTNs. We can rethink the congestion charge. This is the way forward. Other great questions coming in here. We've got Curtis Mine, 1997, says, has Sadiq responded to your debate requests? Somebody just saw his boxing video. You know, I've been inviting Sadiq to debate me for the past almost 4 months now, and he is too scared. Just like the citizens of London, he runs and hides. He runs and hides from me as well. He is scared to debate me because I give him the facts on his record, and they're all shocking. He has failed London according to every single metric. He's failed our economy. He's failed us on house building. He's failed us on transport. He's failed us on crime, and it's embarrassing. So Sadiq Khan, there's still 2 days left. I challenge you to debate me. Now let's talk about boxing. Go with the Cobra Kai theme of me hitting the bag. I have been training boxing for almost 20 years. I'm also been training in mixed martial arts. I'm a Thai boxer. I'm a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And I promise to beat any of the candidates to any type of fight that they want. So Sadiq Khan, Sean Bailey, Keir Starmer, if you want some, I've got it for you. We can do it in the ring. We can do it in the cage. We can do it on the mat. But I promise you a first-class beatdown if you put those gloves on anywhere around me. I'm just going to have to clock you and probably slap you around a little bit. And so again, take the gloves off, leave it to someone who knows what they're doing. That's me. And I see a few other the candidates out there, some of the actors and activists putting on gloves and doing their routines. Again, I think I need about 20 or 30 seconds to make quick work of them. So if anybody wants some, you know where I'm at. You know where the bus is, and I'm happy to make quick work of anyone who wants that. So I'll post another boxing video today and hopefully try to share some more technique with Sadiq, with Keir, or anybody else who wants some martial arts training. Clearly, they want to be like me, and I don't blame them. And we always say, what do they say? Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So big shout out to those boxing videos. Keep trying, guys. I know what it's like to be a beginner. And again, I can see you almost as beginners when it comes to politics as well. I already feel in 9 months that I'm better at all of you at becoming a leader. My policies are, and I can't wait on leading this city to the next level as well. Some more questions coming in here. Kayla Kate on Instagram says, praying, you get it, Brian. Don't pray, just vote, and we got this. Wildish Wonder on Instagram says, all the best, Brian, cheering you on from Spain. Emmer London on Instagram says, I voted for you, Brian. You think we have a big chance? Of course, I think we're going to win on the Thursday, but I mean, took one of my public speaking courses back in the day, and Alexander, we appreciate you. You were in the early days of Academy, and it's great to see your support. So many incredible graduates and people that got so much out of our Academy, and I couldn't be more proud. So thanks, Alexander. A few more questions here before I move on to my final point. We got one these days, so we need to look through a person and find out where's the character on the inside. For 10 years, my life has been out there on YouTube. You've seen my struggles. You've seen my personal struggles, my struggles as a father, as a leader, my struggles with addiction. It's all out there. People know who I am. They trust me. I have vision. I have integrity, and I show up every single day and do what I say I'm going to do. That's why I'm still here 10 years later. Show me another candidate who's shown up consistently for 10 years and delivered. They don't exist. So, Super Daddy, I appreciate you, and I'm here to fight for all Londoners because I'm a humanist first. I believe in the human race. I believe in all of us, and I think we can be better. So thank you so much. I got Love Maritha on Instagram says simply 2 days to go, full power. I got Scott Mullins on Instagram says show the rest of the world how it's done, Brian. I got Love Khan on Facebook, says, can you imagine an open-minded mayor who actually listens? That's what we're trying to do, Donna. No more politics, no more business as usual. We want to do things different. I got Pavin Wilford on Instagram says the suit is fabulous. You will become the next mayor. Thank you so much. I get up every day and I want to put my best self forward, which means I'm ready, I'm prepared, I'm dressed, and I want to represent London. Alejandro Bailum on Instagram saying hello. Congratulations from Barcelona. Wish we have a mayor in Barcelona like you. It's an amazing city, Barcelona, and I wish and fear-mongering. I agree. We're going to get London back to work, which comes to my final few points. Our manifesto for the future, and again, your streets and make our streets safe. I want to finally sort out our transportation system and run TfL at a profit, and I want to build 50,000 new homes by Christmas. These are our incredible policies. It's 50 pages of policies. I've worked with some of the top level people in this city. I was amazed by all of the people. It's all there, and it's these policies that are going to get us to the next level. Research these policies, look at what's happening, go into the detail, and you will know that I know how to make our streets safe. I know how to rebuild the economy from the perspective of a businessman for 30 years. I know how to put money into our communities. I know how to pay for the police officers. I know how to use the infrastructure levy to run TfL at a profit, and I know how to build 50,000 new homes by Christmas. That quadruple, much appreciate you. Please share this video. Share this with your friends and your family, and let's go big. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you next on Battle Bus Live. Thank you very much.
In our broken economy, reducing the frightening levels of crime, it embodies everything I hold. On May 6th, vote for Brian Rose. A vote for change and a vote for the future.